So KASK was founded in Italy in 2004, and it's all about delivering confidence in head protection, either it being in sports, from cycling to equestrian, to snow sports. But we're here for one thing only, and that is the safety environment, so head protection and safety. We've always been about exceeding the standards and delivering the perfect balance between comfort, safety and design. The hot topic absolutely today is the EN 397 as being the industrial safety standard, which is undergoing a transition as we speak. Head protection is just no longer all about top impacts from objects. It's much more about the individual making a fall or a slip or a trip, and to make sure that from a 360 standpoint, you are protected with the right helmet. So the EN 397, it also provides a much clearer framework for the end users to make really well-based decisions on what head protection should be like. And also for the manufacturers, it's a guidance to really, in the development stage, develop what they're supposed to develop, living up to real circumstances in the workplace. So, and KASK has always been ahead of that curve. We have never been about certifications or requirements from a standard. We've always gone above and beyond that, and we are where we're supposed to be in regards to competitions. What we've seen across the board in helmet protection for years is that if you talk about size, helmet size, the industrial standard will go 52 to 62, which excludes quite a lot of workers out there that struggle with finding a well-balanced and a well-fitting helmet. So from a biometrical science background, we've looked into how we can mitigate that, and we came up with the next, let's say, development within the Zenith X family called the Zenith X Max, which will cater for people with a head circumference that goes beyond 63 and up to 66 centimeters, to make sure that also those people can benefit from the comfort and safety design that we put out there. The report in 2025 was launched for the first time, sustainability report. So it's looking after our suppliers on how they help reduce their carbon footprint. Also the product durability, and last but not least, there's having some circular economy components into our helmets. And the most important one there is that if you take any kind of helmet we have for the industry, if you take a look at the inner shell, it's actually a recycled EPS, extended polystyrene, delivered by BASF. It's called the Neopor C-Cycled, and that helps us reducing their carbon footprint. From a product standpoint, I think the general message we are putting out there, and we're experiencing actually on every show floor, is anyone that enters this booth and tries a helmet will have some kind of reaction that falls under the wow experience that you see behind me on the screen. And the wow stands for with one wear. It is that immediate feeling of a balanced and snug fit of the helmet, the comfort, the way it sits, the way it feels. That is the general red thread through the story, or in the story of KASK for this year. We strongly believe that the transition of the EN 397 into two types, Type 1 and Type 2. The Type 2, for as much as we think, is going to be the benchmark for the future. So we have always been ahead of that curve. We have always pushed the boundaries of the certification and comfort, safety, and design over just pure certification. So we do believe that some manufacturers are going to have to rethink their designs to level up to that benchmark in the future. And it took us 20 years, for example, to come up with the Zenith X Max. It took us all these years to really come up with helmets that are ahead of that curve on a certification basis. It's not about quick fixes. It's not about like 6 minutes of innovation and then where we're supposed to be. It takes dedication, it takes time, it takes commitment to really having the best interest of the wearer at heart from an innovation and development standpoint. And that's exactly what KASK was born for, and what we will continue to do for the future.